Hi friends, today I am discussing about the how to deploy your TensorFlow models into NVIDIA Jetson Nano or other like edge devices. This is the code demo how to convert your TensorFlow models to edge device model format. So let's go for implementation part. First I am importing the necessary libraries, TensorFlow and Matplotlib and NumPy. I am MNIST dataset. So I am assigning labels, training and testing, and I am loading this data set. So I am printing the number of images and shape of the images or data. And these are the training labels. And I am showing, printing the unique labels using np.unique function. And I am visualizing sample image. So I am taking 5 from the images underscore from the training variable. I am printing this image and I am normalizing by 255.0. So and after normalizing, I am printing the image. But in the this data set is inverted because white normally white means 1, black means 0, or white means 255, black means 0, but this data set is inverted. So 0 means white, 255 means black. So white 0 to 255 means it is int 8 format. So 2 power 8 equal to 255. So this data is integer format. So I am visualizing this black and white images or inverse images, and I am training the model. So I am giving dense layer and a dropout, and after these are the 10 label 10 classes are there, 0 to 9. So 10 classes. So our output layer is a 10 and giving to softmax layer. So I am giving a name of this layer. So I am flattening the inputs, all the inputs. We can give name of the layers. I am giving dense and I'm dropout. I am giving dropout to remove unwanted neurons present in the day at the time of training. And I'm compiling, I'm using optimizer Adam and the sparse categorical crash entropy. So this is a classification problem by taking this class and I'm measuring the accuracy, and I am displaying the how many layers are present, how the data is converted, transfer from one layer to output layer, input layer to output layer. For this reason, I am using model.summary. It gives the summary of the model. So total parameters are 79,510. So try all the parameters are trained. So if you want a visualization of your layers and how the data is transferred from input layer to output layer and how the data is changed with respect to each layer. So I am visualizing. For visualization purpose, we need these two libraries, PyData and GraphVis libraries. After installing, you need to import these libraries. After this, you need to plot your model. You need to import this function tf.keras.utilities.plot underscore model. In this, you need to give model and image to image of the image name. And if you want to show the shapes of the data, you need to give true, and the layer names also you need to give true. So you need, if you want to expand like nested, you need to give also true. So this is the image or flow of the layers data from input layer to output layer. So this is the diagram. So I am fitting the model, train images comma labels comma I am giving 20 epochs. So model is training. So I am evaluating with the test data. So I got test accuracy 98%. So this is better. So I am taking one image from the test data and I am printing this image. So I am predicting, first I am imprinting the shape of this data, and I am predicting before this data is normally three-dimensional. So, but our model should accept four-dimensional. So that's why I'm printing, giving extra zero. So after I am printing this image, so it prints on, so it correctly print. So these are the prediction results of all the images, because there are 0 to 9 images, so it gives all the values. So I am taking the where this value is higher, I am printing that value. So that's why I'm taking np.argmax of prediction. So for if you want to visualize for each image how much the prediction accuracy, for this reason I am printing this. So first I am writing a function plat underscore image. In this in this function I am giving prediction array. So for every image, the output is an array of prediction values or probability values. So I am giving this and the label of that value and the image. So and I am printing this. So I am printing this for that I am giving this values to this function, and I am printing visualizing that images. If you want to have only array, I am giving writing a another function. In that function, I am giving predictions around true label. So if in this function, if that label is correct, I am giving a green color, blue color, and if it is wrong, it gives red. So on, I am predicting. So I am predicting the only 15 images. So I'm visualizing. See, all the images are correct. So it gives blue. So all the images and labels are predicting correctly. So I am calculating the accuracy. So I am evaluating with images test and label testing, label tested, and I am printing the loss. So after this is the training of the model. After this, you need to save the model. So I am using TensorFlow. So that's why I'm saving the model as .tf, and I am saving the model. Before, if you want to deploy your models into small memory devices or edge devices, we need to reduce the size of the model, because to latency plays a critical role in edge devices. If we have less latency, we can go to output very fastly. For improvement of latency or fast latency, we need to reduce the size. So that's why I'm converting to TensorFlow Lite format. This format used for small memory devices. First, if you want to convert your model, you need to import this. You need to write the code converter equal to tflite dot tflite converter from saved model. So it converts your saved model to tflite converter. So I'm giving my saved model, and I'm converting, and I'm writing the my model to this file. So I am converting to TensorFlow Lite format. After, if you want to reduce your size, we can do quantization. It reduce the size from TF-Lite to, if TF-Lite format model has some memory, if you do quantization, then the memory also reduced than TF-Lite format. So I am doing quantization. So what file you want to do quantization, I am giving this, and I am giving assigning converter dot optimization, because if you want your data type, you need to give data type. If you want int 8 or FP16 or int 16, because our maybe our data has a floating point or integer format. If your data should be more accurate, we are doing with floating points. But if you are converting this to quantization, the accuracy is not decreased. So there is no compromising of the accuracy. So I am giving the optimize of default. So it converts to int8 format of our data model to int8 format. Then and I am converting. So I am writing this model to TF-Lite quantization model file. After this value is printing based upon our size. This will be different for our different models. So I am calculating the difference of the TF light file and quantized file. See, the difference is 23,000. No. 2,35,044 bytes difference. So this is a very big difference. The model is decreased. See, if our model is very complex, then quantization will be accurate because our model size will be reduced so much. If the model is not complex, there is no such big difference between quantized model and TF light model. But our model, because I am taking dense layers, two dense layers and input layer, and I am giving 100 as neurons, so it is a complex model. That's why the difference is high. So after quantization, if you want to deploy your these models into your edge devices, because NVIDIA is one company. If you want to deploy your models into ARM processors, they have their own standard formats. So we need to convert our TensorFlow models into that company standard formats. So this is very problem because one company follow one format, one company follow one format. So to eliminate this problem, all companies are coming to one standard. So Microsoft developed one API to convert any deep learning model to standard format. So they developed an API called ONNX. It means Open Neural Network Exchange. It converts any model to this format. So we can use this conversion ONXS models to any platform. So I am using TensorFlow. So for this reason, I am installing library of TensorFlow to ONNX. I am installing. After installing, you need to write a command like this: Python -m tf2 and onx dot convert of we need to give our model saved model and giving operation set. There are different types of operations at 8 to 10. I give 8 and you should output. So you need to give name also, how the output file name will be. So after run, our model will be converted to ONNX. At the last, you can see our ONNX model is saved. Our model is converted and saved. If you want to load your model, you need to import ONNX and you need to use method called ONNX.load underscore model. After our model will be load, this is the format. So you need to take this MNIST model.onx into, if you want to deploy your models into NVIDIA Jetson or Google Coral, you need to connect your that devices into your system and you need to open their command prompt or that ID. If you open that, if you connect these devices, then we can send our this model to that device and we need to run this model at that device. Then we can predict our output. So this is the code. So I am loading this model in this cell only for normal understanding purpose. After, if you want to convert your ONNX model to TensorFlow, you need to install this library ONNX to TensorFlow, and you need to write this command. Which model you need to convert to TensorFlow, you need to give, and we need to give a output file. So this is about the conversion and deployment in edge devices of our deep learning model. So thank you friends watching this video. I hope you like it. Please subscribe my channel and please press bell icon. If you like this video, please give a like, press a like button. Thank you.